be heard out there by different people. Shout out to everyone that is listening to us. Apparently, I want to say good morning to you once again. Grab yourself a cup of tea if at all you cannot bear with this kind of weather. If at all you are strong enough, Simani Burundi, if you will be good to actually sustain yourself in the next 3 years just buying Pampers because of a decision you've made today, just because of a temporary weather, again, Okuvao anytime now. So to my young people out there, my fellow young men out there, the decision you make today is going to be able to affect your future. So all you need to do, Kusalawo Burundi, Kusalawo Kurunji. Until then, you definitely ask me and thank me later. But this is a particular time where we actually get into our topical discussion today on our standpoint and get to understand what is happening, what is up to talk about, what can we say about different things, what can we share our thoughts, mind, knowledge on this particular one. And today we do have a very interesting topic that we want us to talk about. And guess what? We are talking all things. We are talking all things in line with practical skilling and theoretical knowledge. What do you know about practical skilling? What do you know about theoretical knowledge? What surpasses the other? What is better than the other? Are these things interchangeably moving together, or each and every single of them moves on independently? This is where we want to pick your mind and actually ask you one particular question that you would feel to share with us and let us know what could be the possible things that you would definitely share with us as well. So we ask on our standpoint today, what should be put on the forefront? Practical skilling or theoretical knowledge in schools? We are now talking about schools because over time we've seen our curriculum, of course, teaching us more of the theories, mostly in the classroom, where a teacher stands in front of pupils, stands on a blackboard and starts dictating notes and grants people with knowledge that we call theoretical knowledge. But however, on the other side, we have very many people that say practical skilling is more than anything. And of course, I would actually say, can you imagine someone teaching you to swim or drive a vehicle within 4 walls of a classroom? Is it possible? Just someone telling you this is how they swim. Once you get into that water, you have to flap your feet, you have to flap your arms, you have to do this and different other things that can be said over and over again. What do you think, people? What could be the best approach to actually imparting knowledge in someone? Is it the practical side of it? Is it the theoretical side of it? And perhaps if I told you, or this person who says these two are moving together, will definitely be good to go. Very well, we understand that the Media Challenge Initiative was an academy that grants students with practical skilling, of course, hands-on, knowledge that is being passed on mostly in to students that are into the media sector, journalism and communication, and they give them hands-on skilling through their program, which is the Media Challenge Initiative Fellowship that is being granted to only 26 students that go through, I would call it notorious, I would say, go through a strict process of, being questioned, being examined, being scrutinized, being done, all these other things that you definitely think about, because being in that fellowship is not by any chance. It is something that people work for and as well get there to achieve these particular dreams of their lives. But we are going to be having a few guests in the studio today, and will just tell us, what do you think about this, the practical skilling? Yes, most of the students we're going to be having in the show today have tasted both sides. They have been in a classroom and theoretical knowledge has been passed on to them. They have also been into the practical skilling bit of it, and they've also tasted that particular side as well. So they are going to be telling us from an experienced perspective and mind as well. I'm super excited that my first guest is already in the studio, and I'll just give him a few minutes to say hello to us, and we'll definitely tell you what's up. Good morning, Sulaiman.
Good morning, Shaddai.
How are you doing?
Great, doing fine. Everything is nice. However, the weather is somehow cold.
Let's not talk about the weather. I've just given you advice. It's just a cup of tea that is super enough for you.
Yeah, sure. But for some, you know what to do.
How do you feel to be on the puzzle? You happen to be my first guest on the show, and with that, allow me to give you a round of applause. Sulaiman is my first guest on this beautiful show. Over time, we've done the puzzle. I've never had certain guests come through on this particular one. But today happens to be a special day. Like I did say, I have Sulaiman here, and he's going to be introducing himself to us. Sulaiman, good morning once again, and how do you feel to be on the puzzle?
Yeah, first of all, good morning to everyone that is listening to MCI Puzzle. My name is Sulaiman Sarubao. I am a journalist. I am a student at UMCAT School of Journalism and Mass Communication. And I participated in the Media Challenge Expo last year, where I emerged as the best news anchor in Uganda, and I took that award home. I got a chance to be part of the Media Challenge Fellowship, where we are going through different trainings, be it practical schooling. Yeah. For now, I can say I am a full one-man army journalist in Uganda. Karase Media Challenge Initiative.
Wow, allow me to give you another round of applause. They don't get and I will tell you why. Sulaiman here participated in the Media Challenge Expo and he emerged to be the best Luganda news anchor. It's something that very many people yearn for. How did you feel with the entire experience right there?
I participated in 2019. Unfortunately, I didn't go through. There was a gentleman called Ali Kakemba who won the award. I was happy for him as well as...
Wait a minute. Ali Kakemba is a legend. You participated in the same class with him?
Sure.
So I know he's a very wise man, and I think he wouldn't win when he was in that competition.
Yeah, sure. I was good, but he was better.
He was... But anyway, how is the entire experience?
So I didn't give up by then. So I came back 2020. I met the winner, and then things happen like this. Something comes, okay, you plan for it, but you don't expect the results. Okay, you think you're good, then as a surprise it comes, you're the best. So all good, you're surprised, you're feeling good, at times you freeze, you don't know what to do next, but then life goes on.
Interestingly, life goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to chip into our second hour of the puzzle. But surprisingly enough, I have Marcella Alizo as well in the studio today. It is a hand of applause for you, and I have a lady in studio for the very first time still. How are you, Marcella?
I'm fine, El Shaddai. How are you?
I'm doing very great. Probably, maybe for someone who's just listening to you for the very first time, would love to know what is that beautiful voice behind that microphone, and who is that person, and probably who are they?
I'm Marcella. Journalist, of course, MCI fellow also, but very excited to be on the show with you, El Shaddai.
Wow, interestingly, I'm super excited as well to have you aboard, and I think I'm one of the luckiest people here on this, on this building, to have Marcella in the building, and of course Sulaiman as well. Later on, a few people will also be joining us. But before you came, Marcella, we were actually talking about the entire story of getting into the Media Challenge Fellowship. How was it for you? Because for Sulaiman, he actually tried several times, not until he got into the fellowship. To your side, how was it?
It was very exciting, first of all. I should say we all have different chances. Maybe I was a bit luckier. It was the first attempt to apply and then got into the fellowship program. But I should say it's been a life-changing experience for me. My life has never been the same again, because every day and every step that I've taken in this whole training has been really thrilling, life-changing, and then also meeting new people who have different skills that you don't have and being able to learn from them. Yeah, it's been exciting.
Interestingly, just like you heard from Marcella and Sulaiman, we're just going to take a short break, and when we return for the second hour of the puzzle, we'll be able to look into the nitty-gritties of practical skilling and theoretical knowledge, looking at how the Media Challenge Fellowship has also been able to uplift the dreams of these young people that are into a line of being the next generation journalists in there. We're taking a short break. When we return, a lot of more should be expected.
Playing on the background.
sorry, once I put these microphones up, you cannot hear yourself, but I can hear you. Yeah.